We are your 2023 Division Young Marines of the Year.
And we are in Dale City, Virginia for our Young Marine News Network.
Woo!
Hey everyone out in the Young Marine News Network. We are here for the 2023 Night Full of Stars 2023 Awards Dinner here at the VFW in Dale City, Virginia, the largest VFW in the world with over 2,500 members, including myself. But tonight, one night only, we've got awards for everyone across the program for all their hard work this year, culminating in your National Young Marine of the Year, joined by the current National Young Marine of the Year, Jason Glasscox. A hard year this year. You've been all over the place.
Been everywhere. I mean, we had the Navajo Code Talkers Day, and then we had Pearl Harbor. I mean, I've been all over from East Coast to West Coast.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, a whole bunch of leadership academies that he went to as well, to include National Leadership Academy. That's last summer. But here we are. You know, all the time flies, doesn't it?
It really does.
Now, we did short you 2 weeks because normally do this in May. But hey, here we are. It's the end of April. And it's time to announce the new National Young Marine of the Year. But what an incredible year you've had this year. You know, and the Young Marines, the Division Young Marines of the Year, what a great group. You know, we had them up on the Hill yesterday, meeting with all their congressional representatives, the first time we did that. Really awesome for them to get to sit in the offices, meet with members. It was just a phenomenal day. They had a lot of training today. They had some opportunities on their own yesterday. But it really all built up to is coming in today for tonight's award ceremony. But, you know, so last we left our Intrepid Explorers, you were out, we're at Pearl Harbor.
Yes, sir.
And then you have been on the road a lot the last couple of months.
Yes, sir.
Leading up to this.
Well, up until this, so we had Pearl Harbor, and that was obviously an amazing experience, getting to see all the Young Marines from across the country there, and just have that once-in-a-lifetime opportunity of meeting with the World War II veterans and seeing those escorts. But since then, really not too much has been going on. I mean, visiting units, seeing Young Marines from across the country, but coming up soon is whenever all those leadership academies are about to kick off. The National Leadership Academy, which is going to be in California this year, is going to be a great time. I'm just really excited to see what happens with those.
Yeah, you know, and it's been really great to see all of our divisions coming up with leadership academies. We had a couple over the midwinter break, as we noticed before, and we've got like 10 of them already on the list coming up, starting here in a few weeks. Division 2 had a field meet.
Yes, sir.
Division 5 did a winter field meet camp. Just really phenomenal, and really a hats off to the divisions, the regiments, the adult volunteers, the Young Marine cadre that are out there keeping things going, keeping Young Marines engaged, and getting ready for a really busy summer. But again, tonight, it's awards season.
Thank you for joining us for this year's awards dinner and for our national awards for all of our volunteers, units, Young Marines, and others. We are going to start with the DEA Kiki Camarena Awards.
So we're very, very happy and honored to be here and to have this wonderful relationship and partnership with the Young Marines that will continue for many years. So I'm honored to present the awards tonight.
The National Kiki Camarena Unit of the Year Award goes to the Mountain View Young Marines from Division 4.
There's so many great volunteers. These are all great volunteers in the divisions, but it's tough, and we got to sit down and, like they said, there can be only one. And this year, Roseanne Vernon. Again, one big round of applause again for all of them. Hoorah! And it's always tough, but this year Our National Young Marine Unit of the Year for 2023, Natchog River Young Marines, Division 1.
And now a special report about our latest junior leadership school that was done in Oahu. Young Marine Public Affairs Correspondent and Division 6 Sergeant Major, Young Marine Sergeant Major Pu'auli.
Hello? Oh my gosh, hi Chester. What? No way. A headquarters JLS in Hawaii?
What's up, Young Marines? I'm Young Marine Sergeant Major Pu'auli, and we're here at the JLS drill deck of the Area X Army Base. And I'm here with Young Marine Lance Corporal Porter. Would you like to tell us about your experience so far?
Yeah. So here at JLS, we've learned a lot about COD, team working, and a bunch of leadership. We're learning about the base, learning about where to go, and we still have a lot more to learn about.
Awesome, thank you. We've got a lot of fun activities planned for this weekend, and we'll be taking you guys along with us.
What's up, Young Marines? My name is Mr. Eric, and we're here at the Headquarters Division Junior Leadership School, and we're taking a break today to host our first Headquarters Division JLS Egg Drop. You guys ready?
Yeah!
Bob 2.0 really proved that they're the best of the best with the only egg that lasted.
So I feel like it'll impact me a lot, especially in and outside the Young Marines, because I learned how to resolve conflict between my fellow Young Marines, and I can take that outside of the Young Marines by trying to kind of accommodate everyone's feelings and how each other feel, and kind of grow as a person, not only when it comes to me knowing about them, but me learning about myself.
Alright everyone, that concludes our Headquarters Division JLS here in Hawaii. Young Marine Sergeant Major Pu'auli, Young Marine Sergeant Major Benson, signing off.
Division 1 is hosting a night museum event in Sturbridge, Massachusetts. We are going to be having a hands-on learning opportunities, learning about the 1830s and all sorts of ways of life in the 19th century. Also, Division 1 is hosting a Master Sergeant Arlia Olympic encampment where we're going to be getting together with a bunch of different teams, and we'll be just having all sorts of different fun events. We'll be doing some just team building, team Olympics, team PFTs, all sorts of great different things to build up our Young Marines together as one.
At the end of the month of June, I will be at the Junior Leadership School and the Senior Leadership School that Division 2 is hosting. I'm so looking forward to seeing all the Young Marines I taught at the last Junior Leadership School, and willing to see all the new Young Marines going into this Junior Leadership School. Last time I had a blast, the cadre had a blast, and all the Young Marines had a great time. And I want any Young Marine who is able to join the Junior Leadership School or the Senior Leadership School to do so. Talk to your unit commanders and get in there.
In Division 3, coming up, we have a leadership school, JLS and SLS, and I have the privilege to be the school sergeant major along with 2 more Divya Moys as the JLS and SLS first sergeants. This leadership school is going to be so amazing with how many kids we have, the different things we will be doing, map and compass, all the leadership classes, and getting kids out and working together as a team will really bring them together to hopefully step on to move on to ALS.
Division 4 has a lot of stuff going on recently, and let me tell you a little bit about it. In Division 4, we have already had 4 units completing their own individual recruit trainings. We've also been celebrating St. Patrick's Day in different parades. We had the amazing honor of celebrating a Pearl Harbor veteran's 100th year birthday, which was such an amazing thing to see, and let's hope he has many more to come. This July, Division 4 is hosting an encampment down in Louisiana. It is going to be an amazing fun, and I hope I see you there.
Earlier this month, we actually had the Marine Corps League Convention, the Central Division 1, located in Indianapolis. We started off the day with a Q&A session where I got to actually directly talk to the Marine Corps Leaguers about any questions or concerns that they may have and share it from a young Marine's perspective. And I was also very honored to be able to give a speech at their banquet dinner that night, where I talked a little bit about what the program has done for me and my future. At the end of June, the Division 5 Young Marines, we are hosting a Division 5 encampment. We actually have a lot of stuff planned for it. We're going to do high ropes courses, rock walls, canoeing, kayaking, archery, all sorts of fun things. So make sure you guys register for that. So at the end of July and the beginning of August, we're holding a junior and senior leadership school for not just Division 5, but if anyone outside of the division needs a school to come to, registration is open. And if this is something that you guys are eligible for, make sure that you guys get registered, meet those requirements, and I'll see you there.
Last month, I had the amazing opportunity to teach at a junior leadership school for the headquarters division down in Hawaii at the Area X Army base. And I met some of the most amazing kids, and they were extremely intelligent with huge personalities, and we had a great time teaching them the basics of leadership, discipline, and team building. And speaking of leadership schools, we have a few coming up in Division 6. We've got some in Vista, California, and then another one in Washington. So make sure you talk to your unit commander and get registered. Also, we have 2 Division 6 encampments coming up. Division 6 Encampment South is going to be the Future is Bright encampment. The theme is glow in the dark and neon to represent our bright futures. Last year encampment was a blast. We had a DJ, a dance party, a talent show, swimming, sports, games, and a bunch of fun stuff. So make sure that if you're in Division 6, you talk to your unit commander and you come down if you have a chance. The Division 6 Encampment North is going to be Camp Wooten in Washington. Last year we had archery, we had a bonfire, we had dancing hula, we did kayaking, and it was another blast. So make sure if you're in that area, you get registered for that one as well. And they're both going to be at the end of July.
You know, so many times the young Marines are influenced by their parents, and many times they call out their moms. So really excited. Miss Teresa Glasscock's, Young Marine Sergeant Major Glasscock's mom, she's here behind him all the time. He does call his mom on the road. She does check in and make sure he's eating well, but we try to take care of him on the road. But it's so good to have you here. Thank you for loaning him out to us for the year. He did an amazing job.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Hey there, Young Marines. I'm Young Marine Sergeant Major Benson, your Division 5 Young Marine of the Year, and today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the Ohio Regiment Winter Encampment. This encampment took place at the end of February, and despite it being a little bit chilly, I had so much fun and I learned so much from all these young Marines. We started the event off strong with some team building. We got to learn a little bit about each other and meet some new people and make some new friends. And then we hit the racks for the night. The next morning, we started off bright and early with some PT. We did some PT inside, warmed up a little bit, and then we went for a moto run in the snow. That was quite the experience, because we were running, we were sweating, but we were still getting cold air on our face. It was amazing. After PT, we winded down and had some chow before we got into our classes for the day. These classes, we got to do some mapping compass, where we learned about how to use a compass, how to plot points, and most importantly, what we're going to use it for. And then, we also did a little bit of first aid. We talked about the basics of first aid and when to do first aid and how to do first aid. And then we also had a couple more classes, one of them being knot tying, the basic knots, the most important knots and how to tie them. And we also did a class about how to be a member of a team and the importance of working with your team effectively. After our classes, we got to do the real hands-on approach with these activities. We put everything into work when we traveled to our map and compass course. At this map and compass course, it's not your typical map and compass course. You plotted your first point and you traveled to that point. Once you got to your point, you had to conduct proper first aid in order to get the coordinates to your next point. After that, the process repeated itself and it made a whole new experience for these young Marines.
Hey Young Marines, I'm Young Marine Gunner Sergeant Bulk, and we're here at the Ohio Regiment Winter Encampment, where we have a fun twist on a map and compass course, where each group gets to do a different challenge at each station to move on to their next plot point.
Hi, I'm Young Marine PFC Sherman from Miami Valley. What I've learned about map and compass so far is how to properly use a compass, how to locate your point, where you have to go, and there's teamwork along with it, because as far as I know, we're not working by ourselves, because that'd be a nightmare.
Today we learned different classes on land navigation and teamwork. Young Marine PFC Stapleton, where did you find yourself using teamwork in the field today?
When my teammates helped me do my pace count, and then we completed the challenge as a team.
Awesome. I hope you take all that knowledge back to your unit. Thank you.
We just completed the 100-foot rope course.
Once we got back to camp, the fun didn't stop there. We had some team building, we had a dance party, we watched a movie, and of course, we had to have some popcorn, so we had a little bit of pogie bait with our movie time. And once that was all over and done for the night, we hit the racks and woke up bright and early the next morning. This next day was full of activities as well. We did a flag retirement and etiquette class where the young Marines got to actually fold and practice etiquette with some flags that were in need of being retired. And once that was done for the day, we did a little drill competition. Over the course of the whole weekend, young Marines were split off into groups, planning a drill routine with their groups. All weekend they worked hard on putting together this routine and practicing it to perform in front of the whole regiment and some parents as well. So overall, this event was so much fun. I had a blast, I learned so much, and I can tell you all the young Marines there had a blast as well. So this is Young Marine Sergeant Major Benson, signing off.
We love winter camp!
You know, not only are we looking forward to all of the division junior leadership schools, senior leadership schools, as I mentioned, 10 of them are already in the works all around the country. But this year's advanced leadership school, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to San Pedro, California, a little south of Los Angeles, for a special version of Advanced Leadership School. We are so looking forward to that in mid-July. Going to have an awesome cadre, some great adult volunteers, and we are going to just run it like we always do. They are going to be tired when they're done, but they're going to come back motivated, inspired, and ready to be the next advanced leader for their unit. You know, every year, I never cease to be amazed by the caliber and the quality of not only our Division Young Marines of the Year, but that young Marine who has that special je ne sais quoi, shall we say, who comes up and rises to the top to be our National Young Marine of the Year. Every one of them has a unique, distinctive personality, but every one of them represents our program, all of our young Marines, just in an amazing fashion. And once again, we're blessed to have another such young Marine in Young Marine Sergeant Major Jason Glasscox. This guy, just a ball of energy, just a ball of sunshine. Wherever he went, he would light up the room. He got the standing ovation with the Marine Corps League last year in Daytona Beach. Just a phenomenal young man and a great representative of our program around the country. I can't thank you enough for all you did, for everywhere we went that we mentioned earlier, because everywhere you went, you brought it.
I appreciate that.
Everyone knew about our program. You did a phenomenal job.
Thank you so much. Well, tonight is definitely a bittersweet moment because it's the time where you kind of pass the torch to the next National Young Marine of the Year. And it's so exciting, and I'm very excited. But the Young Marines has just been a part of my life for so long. I've been doing it for 10 years, and I'm 18 years old. So I've been in the program longer than I haven't been in the program. At this point, it's really all I know. And this past year has just been such an amazing culmination of experiences. Just the reason I joined this program and the reason I stayed in it is because of you, because of the Young Marines, because of the adult volunteers. And this was my opportunity to give back. And that's what I thought I really was getting out of this, was just giving back. But really, I think I gained more out of this experience than I could ever give to any of you. Being able to hear your stories, being able to hear your experiences, and the lessons that not only I shared with you, but the things that you taught me along the way is more valuable than anything that I could read out of a guidebook or anything that I could stand up here and say to you. Is the lessons that you guys taught me, the experiences that I gained from you is just completely invaluable. So I'm very grateful for that. So I'm very excited tonight to pass off the torch, but yet it is a bittersweet moment. But I'm excited to see who the next National Young Marine of the Year is and to say my final goodbyes.
Your National Young Marine of the Year is Young Marine Sergeant Major Isabella Benson.
Well, I mean, I'm not crying. That was just a bit of a shock. I kind of expected tears, but you know what? That's all right. I just want to start by thanking, there's a long list, so I'll keep it slim. Both of my parents, they've been there thick and thin since I was 10 years old. Mr. Porta, I mean, come on, Mr. Porta, he's been there since JLS. I mean, my first ever leadership school, one of his first leadership school. It's quite a story. I'll let him tell it. He loves it. But beyond that, I mean, the Young Marines program, Young Marine Sergeant Major Glasscox, former Young Marine Sergeant Major Cook, just because he'll yell at me if I don't include his name, former Young Marine Master Gunnery Sergeant Fung.
they've all just been there through everything. I mean, this young Marine, Sergeant Major Cook, they've always been there, especially when my unit was kind of going through it. And I mean, they're just great. And I've always looked up to them. And I mean, here I am, and I can't wait to be able to be that person for other people. And just through the thick and thin of everybody's units, I want to help. I want to help.
What an incredible evening of recognizing the best of our program across our divisions, the Adult Volunteer of the Year, the Unit of the Year, our new National Young Marine of the Year, special awards for distinguished volunteers and Presidential Service Awards, and our Drug Demand Reduction Awards from the Drug Enforcement Administration. An amazing evening. I thank you for joining us. Thank you for being part of this across the country. And for those that watched live, you're watching it again as a rerun, as it were. But again, one last time, Mr. Glasscox, thank you so much. I know you're going to stay involved. It's not over.
Absolutely.
Just a different phase for you with the
Can't
program.
get rid of me that easy.
Exactly, and I don't want to either. Hoorah! Signing off for the Young Marine News Network one last time.
My name is Young Marine Sergeant Major Glasscox, your former National Young Marine of the Year, signing off.
Hey there, and welcome to our...
We are your 2023 Division. We are your division.
I like how we're like, let's do it one more time. One more time. A little happier. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
We are your division.
Oh. Can we do a fist bump? Yeah.
We are your 2023